Kevin Espiritu here from Epic Gardening. Look, when it comes to pruning shears, it can be a little confusing which you should get. So I have some anvil pruners, some bypass pruners, and some snips. I'm gonna do a little pruning with you and talk about the advantages and disadvantages of all these different types for different gardening tasks. In the world of pruners, you have two major categories. You have an anvil pruner, like I have here in my left hand. Then you also have a bypass pruner. So let's first discuss this anvil pruner. So the reason that it is called that is because this catch part right here is right in the middle. The blade comes right down in the middle, and it even has a little recessed base in here so that when you're cutting something, you're actually sort of crushing this blade point into this section right here. Anvil pruners are exceptionally good for cutting dead old wood. You're not too concerned if you're crushing that. And actually this one has a ratcheting feature right here that helps you really crush through that wood. So I have a piece right here I'm gonna show you. So what we do is come in like this and we just compress, and you might be saying, well, nothing happened. Well, that's because it's about to ratchet. It's gonna ratchet again, it's gonna ratchet again, and I've cut perfectly through. Now, take a look at a bypass pruner in this particular situation. It's not going to work as well. There's no ratcheting function here, and bypass is literally what it means. The blade passes by this metal piece right here. So if I'm doing this to an old piece of wood, I have to provide all the force myself, and I have no ratcheting ability. It still works, but it's a little bit harder to do. Now, when would you use a bypass pruner? In fact, it is really the more common pruner you'll see for live pruning. So on live wood, of course, this is dead, but you get the point. What you want to do is then come in and you can make really quick and easy cuts. So let me show you how to do that right now. I'm out here in my climbing rose section, and I'm going to show you just why you wouldn't want to use an anvil style pruner on a live plant like this. Because look, what happens when I come through is it has more of a smashing effect. And I actually see a little bit of a crack on the live part of the plant that I want to keep. Now, when I have my bypass pruners, it's important that the side that you want to keep, so this part, is on the blade side. This way, you're not doing any crushing of the part you want to keep. All that crushing action is going to be happening on this side. So if I come in just like this and make my cut, I have this piece that I don't need anymore. I've cut it a beautiful 45-degree angle right here, and it's really well preserved. And so in this particular case, I probably would actually come and cut right above this next node right here, and I'm in a good spot. Now, the last thing I wanted to address is what if you're just doing some light pruning of herbs or lettuce or something like that? Well, you can use these Comfort Gel snips. It's very simple. I have mint here, and again, you just want to come in and really quickly make some of these pruning cuts that are also harvesting cuts. So you don't really need a fancy anvil or bypass hand pruner, although this technically is a bypass because the blades go by each other. But these are just more pruning snips, great for herbs and other plants like that. The beauty of all of these Corona tools is, yes, there are some very specific use cases for some of them, but many of them have purposes that are only limited by your imagination and creativity in the garden. So get out there, get on growing. This has been Kevin from Epic Gardening. Good luck in the garden and keep on growing.